All right, how's everybody doing? We're going to do the questions and answers today. Before I begin, let me give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Ratchet Clothing. Ratchet's a clothing company out of the UK. They have clothing for men, women, and children in various prints, tie-dye, and other prints as well. Go check them out. I'm going to put the link down below. So I hope everybody's enjoying the question and answers. I receive a bunch of questions, and some I answer right on YouTube or in emails, and some I put to the side and save for videos such as this. So question number one, if being put on the shelf means you're not recognized as a made man, can you then walk away from the life without a problem? I'm going to say no, because there is no walking away. A lot of guys that are put on the shelf, and for those of you who don't know what that means that you're kind of stripped of your membership. So some guys who are put on a shelf still report to somebody, and that means that they're not out of the life. So they really just can't just walk away. I guess if years and years and years pass by and no one contacts you and you remain on the shelf, I guess you're out of the life, right? You're really out of the life as soon as you're put on the shelf. So my answer to that would be no. This is a longer question. It's in reference to the video about the $500 taken from the Gambino guy that had the gambling. And just a quick note on that. I know I've made a bunch of corrections on YouTube, on Instagram. I was talking about Sonny Giuliano, not Sonny Saccone. So let's just get that out of the way. If you found out it was a Geneves soldier, how do you think it would have gone? Listen, it would have went the same way. We're going to handle it the same way, regardless of who it was. Would you have gotten to meet with the captain and win that sit down? Look, the argument was what it was, and it would have been the same argument no matter what family came to talk. Would they have tried to play it differently? Most likely, yes. They're a little crafty and they try to twist things around a lot, but they could have twisted that situation any way they wanted. We were sticking to our story, and that was it. Would it have changed your mentality? Absolutely not. It did. Like I said earlier, it didn't matter who showed up, what Bogota they was from. We were going to handle our business. All right, so here's another question on the same video. What would have happened if you said the 40,000 you wanted and they refused, meaning, I guess, the Gambinos? Well, look, when we came up with that number, we probably wasn't expecting to get that exact number. We probably would have got something lower because they should have debated us on it. And if we got the 40,000, that was a score. But I think that anything to us at that moment beat is zero. So whatever under that 40,000 we might have settled on, it beat zero, because at that point we had zero before we went into the sit down. Here's another question. If the Geneves family is old school and secretive, what family, in your opinion, is a close second? Well, they are. And I would have to say that the Gambinos are right behind them as far as being old school. Since the Sicilian faction took over, they changed a lot of their ways, and they definitely went the old school route. There's another question with the Geneves family. I hear you always refer to the Geneves family as the West Side. Why is that? Well, first of all, it's not something that I made up. It is in the street. They're known and in that life as the West Side. And the reason being is that Chin Gigante, when he was alive, had his club on the West Side of Manhattan. So they just referred to their whole Bogota as the West Side. Well, that's the answer. So it wasn't something that I personally made up. Why did the Bananos storm Maddie Madonna's bar? First of all, it was not Maddie Madonna's bar. It was a Lucchese social club. And I was not there when it took place. I can only tell you briefly that there was a comment a few made by Maddie. They took offense to it, meaning the Bananos, and they decided to group up and go in the club that day unannounced. It was a bad move. And that's basically it. But it was not a bar, it's a club. So this is the last question. Compared to your earlier videos, you seem more relaxed, smiling, and you laugh even once in a while. What changed? I'm happy. No, I would have to say that there was a poll taken, and many of you probably know about it. And they asked people what was the biggest fear they had in life. Number 2 was death. Fear of public speaking was 1, and it's not easy to public speak in front of either YouTube or go make a speech or any type of forum. So I just think that I was uncomfortable in the beginning, not that I'm comfortable now. And it came off that I was a little uncomfortable, but that's what it is. It's just that as the more and more you do something, and that's anything that you do, I guess you become a little more comfortable in doing it. And that's it. I just try to get through the video. That's really it. As far as smiling and laughing, I think if something is funny, I've always laughed, but maybe I laugh more. I guess that's good. We should all laugh and smile more, right? Don't take life so serious. So I hope you enjoyed the questions and answers. Continue to send your questions. I answer a lot right away, but some of them I'll save for this type of episode, like I mentioned, and that's about it. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. I hope everyone's staying healthy. Take care of yourself. More and more, I'm hearing of people being sick, and it's really bad. Just try to keep yourself healthy, and everybody take care of yourselves. As I always say, without our health, what do we really have? You could have everything in this world, but if you don't have your health, you have nothing. So with that, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day. Go enjoy yours. Ciao for now.